The first afghan I made like this, I did not block the pieces before I joined, and it came out really nice, but I had to deal with the edges that were curling. So on the next afghan, I thought I would try blocking first before I joined the panels, and I ended up with really curly loops on the end because they were not unraveled when I blocked. So it really doesn't matter what you choose to do, but just keep in mind that these will be a little kinky if you block ahead of time. I probably can take this back to the iron and stretch these out and steam them a little bit, and they'll probably straighten out. I've got my sample panels ready to join. Obviously your panels are going to be really long, but the technique is still the same. So here's my central panel, here's my left hand panel, and my right hand panel. So let's just go ahead and get started with the right hand panel. So I'm going to try to stay in the camera for this. You just go ahead and take your marker out on the ends that are going to be joined. They won't ravel very far because there's no tension on the yarn. But I like to use a crochet hook for this. And you'll see this looks like little teddy bear ears. So put your crochet hook between the little ears and pull that loop out. But it's going to take undoing 2 sets of teddy bear ears to get the loop completely free. So I've already unraveled 1 set of teddy bear ears, and I'm going to do the second set. So now that loop is completely free. You can see it is resting at the edge of this column. The reason I don't like to unravel all the way to the end, when I've done this before, sometimes this last column can start to get a little loose. So I only like to undo the loops that I need. So I'm going to unravel 3 complete loops on each panel that's going to be joined. So I'm going to unravel this loop, it's free, and then a third one. So I should have 3 loops on this panel ready to latch up. And then I'm going to do 3 loops on my middle panel. It's kind of hard working around the camera. And then I'm really not using the hook of my crochet hook, I'm just using it to hold on to these. So what I'm doing here is I've got 3 loops from each panel resting on my hook. I'm just going to lift this one over the other one, and now I've got the white one hanging on. So now I need to alternate back and forth. So now I'm going to do a gray one. That's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to lift the white ones over. Then unroll that edge till you see the little ears. 1, 2, 3, and lift over. And continue that all the way down. When you get down to the end, if you have an extra loop or 2, just decide how many you want to pull through. If you have 4 at the end, you can just go ahead and pull the 4 through, or you can undo a couple of them up and divide them up however you want to end. It's really not crucial to the pattern, so I'm just going to pull that last one over, and I'm just going to anchor it with the tail for now at the end, and then you can pull that through another time just to anchor it to the side. Later on we're going to finish all this up with our tails, and we're going to be weaving everything in secure. So you can see how nice that looks. And then on the other side you would repeat the same process, latching down this side or unraveling, and then unraveling this one and joining all your panels together. If you have enough yarn left over, it's a good idea to go ahead and crochet all the way around the edges to keep them from rolling, or you can add a decorative crochet edge like I did here. It will close this gap up because you have to join your crochet across the gap here. But the E-wrap cast on and the back stitch bind off look good on its own. Once it's been blocked and steamed, it looks pretty nice. So you can leave it just like this. You can add fringe to the top and bottom also if you desire.